I didn't have many friends in middle school. More times than I could even count, I'd spend the lunch period alone. I always wanted to bring my Game Boy to school so I could keep myself entertained. But I was too nervous. I didn't want anyone to catch me playing it and find out I was a huge Nintendo nerd. But like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park says, life finds a way. Nothing was better than going into the school library, typing in Kirby games into Yahoo because my school was ran by a bunch of peasants, and being greeted with this. Kirby games that weren't Kirby games, but by God did they try their hardest. Kirby Flash games were really just a quick fix for me while I was at school, until I could go home and play the real thing. However, the more consistently I played them, the more I grew to love them. Unfortunately, most of these games from my childhood have been taken down because Nintendo doesn't play too well with others. But there's still some survivors, and we're gonna take a good old gander at them. So this video goes out to every kid who, instead of doing their research in the computer lab during science, instead played whatever free Flash games you could find. Okay, so our first game is, whoa! A daughter kidnapped. A best friend taken. Who could have done something so underhanded? Bowser? Oh, no, it's not. No! It was me! Whoever you are. Oh, okay, Kaiju King. You'll never save the girls. I'm going to inflate them. Wait, what? Inflate them, you weirdo? Mario and Kirby will not tolerate this! Especially not Kirby! You really want to mess with someone who's giving you that face? Wow, so this is, Kaiju King Must Die. We can choose between Mario and Kirby. A nice gesture, but obviously I want my baby Kirby! Meta Knight then spews some more exposition, but honestly, I already know more than I honestly care to about the situation. So here we are! It's a side-scrolling shooter. Kirby pilots this cute little plane and starts blasting at, JPEG files, PNG files, Adobe Flash files, and other miscellaneous text documents. Kaiju King doesn't really command the most threatening army. So weird everything aside, Kaiju King Must Die is a fairly solid shooter. It controls well, and there's a pretty solid challenge to it. I mean, it's perfect for a 30-minute lunch break game. I also remember having to... Did I just die in this game? I'm pathetic. Actually, to be completely fair, this game is like really difficult. These Photoshop files show no mercy. You really do have to buckle down and focus. So, okay, we finally managed to reach the first boss, and it's... Well, it's something. Alright, and he managed to kill me also! No more messing around! I didn't want to have to do this, but it's time to bust out the ultimate strategy! Yep, I don't feel bad about it. And it worked! Nice! Bring on Kaiju King! I'm sorry, Tiff, but you're on your own. Up next, we have Kirby Bubble. Now, despite Kirby having that obviously not Nintendo look, I still think he manages to portray that aura of cuteness. Anyway, the game itself is honestly really fun. You take control of Kirby and need to clear each stage by shooting bubbles at the enemies. Once they're trapped, running into them will turn them into food. Obviously, it's honestly really similar to another game starring cute characters, Bubble Bobble. There's really not much else to say. It's a simple arcade-style game. The sound effects and music are all cute, but I can't help but think of every educational game you'd play in elementary school when hearing it. Yeah. Aw, come on! How do I get up here? Kirby doesn't have the ability to float because... Well, that's a good question, actually. Am I stumped? Did this Kirby Flash game outsmart me? Oh, of course! I just had to fall into this pit and it would transport me upwards! I must have missed the part where it explains that this world takes place in the Portal universe. Apart from that weird situation, this game is really fun. Okay, now here we have DressUp Kirby. The name pretty much speaks for itself. It's a really cute and charming dress-up game in which you get to design your own personal Kirby. I honestly really love these kind of things. Heck, my favorite parts in any RPG or MMO is getting to create my own personal character. So being able to do it with Kirby is super charming. The amount of customizables and options here are insane. There's so much here for you to create a Kirby that's unique to you. For example, here's mine. We'll name him Kirby the Waffle, and he will be my new co-host. Alright, let's see here. Let's make this Kirby a little more of a weirdo. He's a Sonic fan who also works at Burger King and enjoys smoking leaves. And on this day, a god was born. I think I accidentally made some kind of Piccolo Kirby ninja hybrid. I mean, hey, I'll take it. The art is honestly so gorgeous and charming. The game is on DeviantArt, made by the user Claire Candy, who has all kinds of adorable artwork. Good on you! Also, here's a Kirby with Marth's hair, Mewtwo's tail, and a yo-yo. What have I done? Some Kirby dress-up games are better than others, however. This Create a Kirby game is much more nightmare-inducing with its...
Oh, hell no!
Look at this! Look at this and tell me you think he's cute! This game is a lot like a train wreck. It's terrible, but you can't take your eyes off of it. Now we have a game that I very vaguely remember playing, titled Kirby. That's it. It's just plain old Kirby. Oh, so is this the Kirby game that everyone played as a kid? I don't think so. So, this is Kirby. I guess the title of the game makes sense now. It's just Kirby. There's no special adventure, there isn't a rainbow curse or crystal shards, or even yarn. It's just Kirby. He flies, he inhales, he suck, and that's it. There's the occasional obstacle and the even less occasional enemy. Huh? Wait, this kind of looks familiar. Is this... Oh my gosh, I've been playing for 10 minutes and just realized that this is the same exact stage over and over again. Well, no, my bad, they mix it up sometimes. Here's a Waddle-Doo that wasn't here before. Again, these are things I might normally complain about, but I am putting myself in the perspective of a young me who had 30 minutes to kill during a school lunch hour. So speaking from that perspective, 10 out of 10 game. I wonder if there's a secret over here. Let's find out. I really hope there is. It doesn't look like it. Well, only one thing to do. So we've got one more game to check out, and please don't be upset at me. Well, who's this handsome stud muffin? The official, the World of Kirby King Dede dating simulator. That's right, we have a dating simulator in which we take on the role of a sweet girl who just moved to Dreamland, and we want to swoon Dede, which is fair, he is very attractive. Have you seen those muscles? Definitely works out. So there's no easy way to talk about this game other than to just start it. You wake up in a strange place. The grass looks unnaturally green. There are stars out, even though it's daytime. What the heck, bro? Well, that's one way to react. Wait, who is that in the distance? You approach the strange figure. He doesn't seem to notice you, so we can either tap his shoulder and say hello, or run away. Well, normally I am someone who would run away. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I never talked to a girl I had a crush on. So many things I wish I could have told them. But it's too late now. No, I'm done running. This is my redemption. I will date this beautiful penguin. Can I still run away? I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Aw, there we go. There's a cute face. Oh, hello. My name is Dede. King Dede. After introducing ourselves, Dede decides to leave, and we can either follow him secretly or leave him be. Well, I don't want to come off too strong or weird, so let's just leave him be. You stay there, alone. You stay there until you starve to death, and your carcass gets eaten by a colony of hungry scarfies. You lose. Oh, dang it. Also, what? I was eaten by these cute orange things? Why would I just stand there? Okay, whatever. So apparently this game wants us to play very aggressively. Fine, I will do that in the name of love. So we instead choose to follow Dede secretly. We make it to his castle and attempt to sneak in. Until... oh gosh, a challenger appears? Who could it be? Oh. It's just chubby little Meta Knight. He threatens to stab us repeatedly if we don't tell him why we're here. But how can I feel scared when this is who's talking to me? We manage to sweet talk our way through the situation, and he even agrees to help guide us through the castle. A dialogue box eventually appears where we can kiss Meta Knight, possibly having a different ending and going on a new path. But we'll save that for later. We eventually reach Dede, but pass out due to us not eating anything all day. We then roll out of the castle into a field. I don't even know how that's possible, but it happened. Dede then chases after us. We eventually wake up next to a tree with Dede eating some jelly-filled donuts. We then share a moment where the king hesitantly gives us a donut to eat, all while being embarrassed. We then take a deep breath and go for the gold with a killer pickup line. You know what's even more round, soft, and delicious than these jelly donuts? You, winky face. Buh, I'm not feeling that. But hey, it works! Dede and I finally fall in love, and we get that romantic kiss. Man, I'm looking good. I will love you forever. And I will love you even more than forever. Dede. Alright, I'm gonna stop now before it gets even weirder. Just like all of these games, they're not masterpieces by any means, but given a certain situation like being in school, these games quickly become the best things ever. And I hope you had fun on this little adventure with a look into my sad, lonely youth. Oh yeah, we still have to see if Meta Knight's gonna date us. Let's see here. Hehe, you're so cute, Medi. You do not call me cute, Petsy names! Meta Knight decapitates you. And you die. Totally worth it.